Hey, what's up everyone? Today we got a dog that came in, got skunked. I know we all go through that, especially if you live out in the woods. She's a very active dog. I just had her, I walked her over here, she jumped up here, no problem. If you guys have ever had a dog that got skunked, it usually always happens in the face. When they get too close to them, they spray them, so it's always in the face, and it's an area that's very sensitive. Eyeballs are there. Sometimes you don't even smell it. Like right now, I don't know if they bathe the dog at home or not, but when I start bathing her and they get wet, all that smell is gonna come back, so all those oils get stuck in the skin. So what we use, there's other products that you could get out there. There's some that we have used that's a powder that you mix with the shampoo and it helps remove the skunk smell. But the ones that we use that has worked the best for us throughout the years is the old school method where we use peroxide, baking soda, a little bit of Dawn, and then I use the strongest smelling shampoos that I like myself. So we even have like blueberry plum silky, Mediterranean Magic from Earth Bath. Those are the ones that I like the way they smell. They're pretty strong. We need to get something out there that's going to clear out the skin. Then once we're done, we're going to condition that area too, because it dries up the skin too. So I'm going to wash the area really well, and I'm going to be very careful around the eyes. What I'm gonna do before I start, I'm gonna put some eye rinse, or if you get some of those little thicker eye drops, those help as well too, so it protects them from getting their eyes irritated from what you're gonna use. I'm gonna put the mix of how we do it, and then you guys could use that later on, but you want it to be kind of thick. It's pretty thick, if you can see. Mix those together, and it smells pretty good too, and then you could feel like a little bit of the roughness from the baking soda too. And then what I'm gonna do, okay girl. I'm going to rinse the areas where she's gonna smell the most, and I'm gonna apply it, and I'm gonna let it sit there for like maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15, and then I'll rinse. I'm gonna smell again, and then I'm gonna try it again. She seems good. Like I actually got close to her face. She's just a little antsy, but she's not a biter. So hopefully we could get this all cleared out, and hopefully she doesn't go home still. Sometimes you can't get rid of the whole smell, just to be clear. You try. There's dogs that got skunked and they washed them at home. They come back 6 months later, or even a couple months later, up to 6 months. As soon as you hit them with the water, the smell comes back too. So it's always good to tell your customers, hey, if this happens, bring him to us immediately versus doing it from home and then letting it dry out. It gets more stuck into that skin and penetrates more into it, and it's hard to get it off later. All right, let me get started. As you guys can see, cotton balls are already inside the ears. I'm sure they're gonna stay in there. Oh, I smell it a little bit now. Holding her head down, because as soon as I let go, she's probably gonna shake. I'm wetting her because I didn't smell much, so I just want to smell her to see where I'm gonna smell the strongest. You want to step back a bit? She's gonna wet. No, it was all a lie. There it is. It looks like they did wash her at home, but I can still smell it a lot on her face. Not much on her body. Hey. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna just lather up her body, and then I'm gonna focus on the head. Actually, I should do it the other way around. I'm gonna start using a little sponge. Nope. I'm gonna massage it. Start on her head. Be careful with the eyes. She does move quite a bit. As you guys can see, she had her head down for a little bit. She just doesn't want to be here. She probably got bathed at home too. I don't know what they used on her. I'm gonna ask the owner. I didn't check her in. Paying close attention to the eyes. I'm trying to get as close as I can. I mean, if you guys could get a close up there. You can see her eyes are still good. It's not very liquidy, it's more thick, so it's easier to control so it doesn't run into the eyes. Massage the ears, and just start licking. But if you guys think about it, most of the time when they go and sniff that skunk, they just spray, so it always hits close to the eyes, the face, and then it sometimes goes into the neck or side of the body. And if there's two dogs involved, the other one might not get the head sprayed because it wasn't as close as the other one, so they get their body. So it's always good to get a little bit of smell. In this case, it's just one dog. I didn't smell much on her body. I'm just gonna put a little bit more in the neck area. When I rinse, immediately I'm gonna rinse the head really well, as best as I could, and then I'm gonna put more eye drops, even though I put some before. Let me do her body. Now that I lathered her up really well, I'm gonna massage this area a little bit more, and I'm just gonna let it sit here for about 10 minutes or so, maybe 15. I'm gonna focus more on the areas that smell the most, which is this section of the head right here, the top and the ears, and then rinse her, and then we'll see how she smells afterwards. All right, so time's up. We're gonna rinse this section and see how it smells. Now that we got most of it done, we're just gonna add some conditioner because the skin's gonna be a little dry. We pretty much took her from all the oils. So we were gonna recondition the coat and the skin, and hopefully she doesn't get skunked again.